y'all. Let me see if it's recording. Oh. Is that how y'all could really see me? Oh my god, like why do I look like oh shit. Why do I look like that? It's giving I don't know. Fuck it, we ball. It's like I'm like mushed in, like I don't know. It's like I'm like mushed in. Like it's fine. Okay, so my brain just went blank. Anyways, hi, welcome back to my channel. How are y'all doing? I'm gonna just get straight into it. So yesterday was the Met Gala, and I I'm gonna just go ahead and address the elephant in the room. Beyonce, what the fuck was that? We waited 10 years, about 12 years for that. Now, I'm not gonna get on Blue Ivy because she's a minor. However, I will say this. If she was going to be the star of the show, if she was going to be, the star, right? I think that she should have. I wish she would have given us more. The dress was cute. She looked great, actually. But I wish that it was a lot more elaborate, like kind of like your dress. Um, I don't really expect that much from Jay-Z, but some people who I really liked was Janelle Monáe. Heidi Gloom. At first I was like, what the fuck is that? But then it kind of grew on me a little bit. I was like, this is actually really creative. And it matches the theme to a T. Who else? I liked Ashley Graham. I liked Ashley Graham, even though her outfit was kind of basic on the outside looking in. Like it was like this nude sort of ruffle siren-esque sort of outfit. But it looked good on her. It looked good on her because I don't know, she oozed a lot of sex appeal on during those interviews. And at first I didn't know her name, but when she was at the Met Gala, it made me look up who she was. It made me look up who she was, and I was like, oh shit. Okay, hey Ashley Graham. Okay, so I liked her outfit. I liked the way she wore it, and she had a lot of confidence when she was interviewing those people, right? And who else? I'm sorry, but Anderson .Paak in that that bowl cut had me cracking up, y'all. I'm Anderson .Paak in that bowl cut took me out. I'm not even gonna lie. Um, Dwayne Johnson. We gonna get into Dwayne Johnson, okay? Because I have some thoughts on that. I have some thoughts. Who else? I loved Emma Chamberlain. Ember Chamberlain ate down, y'all. Y'all hear me? Yo, hold on. I don't know if y'all saw her gown. Let me look it up. Emma Chamberlain was probably the best dressed of the night. I like Tiana Taylor. She was cool. It looked good on her. Emma Chamberlain. Beautiful. Beautiful. Oh shit. Look at that. Beautiful. And this was inspired by the Van Huff painting. Beautiful. Look at that. Best dress of the night, I have to say. Oh shit. Janelle Monáe was cool. Janelle Monáe. Got that body doing yoga. Do a headstand and put your leg up. Wait. How do you spell Monet? Monet. Oh, I spelled that right. Monet Met Gala. Got me flexing in the club, going dirty Diana. Beautiful. I don't know if I can see that. Oh shit. Beautiful. Beautiful. Love that. Love that. Love that. Love that. It's like this it looks like wires and all that. SZA's dress was cute too. SZA's dress was cute. It was okay. Um it was better than her last year's dress, I have to say. Yeah, it was better than her last year's dress. I like the calorie beads that she did. Let me look it up. SZA Met Gala. In the yellow, which a lot of people were saying. She said that her dress was based off of what is it? Oshun. I mean Lemonade. Yeah, Oshun. And then I also read a tabloid where it said that beautiful. Yeah, I like the headpiece with the flowers. I read a tabloid where she said that her dress was inspired by Lemonade, which I did see. SZA is known for like responding to like Instagram reels. And I did see where she says she did get initiated, but she was the child of what is it, Yemaya? And so I'm confused, right? I don't know, or can you? I don't know about African spirituality that much, but maybe I should add Tamiko, and she could probably go into depth about that. But can you be like a child of more than two? I mean, more than one, Orisha? Can you? I don't know. But yeah, African spirituality, I'm gonna be honest, doesn't really resonate with me, at least not yet. Um, yeah. Flexing in the club, gonna be dirty Diana. All right, and then whatchamacallit? Dwayne Johnson's outfit. You going Dwayne Johnson Met Gala. This is his outfit. As you can see, it was a plain black tuxedo. Then he wore a skirt. You see that right there. I know there's a glare, but you see that right there? He wore a skirt. Now, Dwayne Johnson said that, in his culture, his Polynesian culture, wearing a skirt is one of the most masculine things that a man could do, right? And so I was like, right? Now, I 100% believe in, one of Hollywood's agendas is pushing, transgenderism. And I'm not saying that that's a bad thing. However, in a lot of people's standards, a man dressing up as a woman, and a woman dressing up as a man, mostly a man dressing up as a woman, is very much so looked down upon. And it keeps us fighting. It keeps us in conflict. And that's one of the reasons as to why Hollywood exists. Distractions. It's a cesspool of distractions. And since we're on the topic of Hollywood being a cesspool of distractions, the fact that the Met Gala was on the 4th, which is when mail ballots are supposed to start. That's why I said you tuned into the Met Gala, but did you vote? Did you vote, honey? Um, the May 4th was the first day of mail ballots being able to be mailed, and your vote could get it to be accounted for, right? And first off, before I continue, I have mentioned on the channel that you should not mail in your ballots this time around because they are fucking up the postage, okay? Especially when it comes to primary elections, like for the midterms. Don't do it. Don't do it. Vote in person. Vote in person. Vote in person. Do not mail in your ballots because I follow a lot of small business pages and, excuse me, sorry, people who sell merchandise, and they get a lot of people, like I'm talking about by the thousands, talking about their orders are getting fucked up, um their packages are being stolen, or they're arriving opened and stolen, and their items are stolen. And don't do it. Do not mail in your postage. And I 100% believe, do not mail in your ballots. And I 100% believe that they're sabotaging. They're gearing, y'all. They're gearing for this midterm shit. Do not mail in your ballots. Do not mail in your ballots. Go in person. And I have the date here where it says early in-person voting opens May 23rd. And that's for local, but I imagine it's the same for, let me not say that. Okay, let me do some research to be, hold on. I could do it right now. When does early in-person voting start for, wait, oh shit, hold on. When does early in-person voting start for midterm elections 2026? Okay, so it is the same. It is the same. Okay, so it's May 23rd is early in-person voting. Now, I'm going to vote locally. I live in the state of California. So a part of this reading is for Californians and who to vote for governor. But first, I'm gonna get all that stuff out the way because I doubt a lot of you don't live in California. So I'm gonna get the Met Gala and shit out the way, right? So transgenderism, and it's okay. So I already mentioned that, about the whole men dressing up as women is looked down upon more than women dressing up as men is looked down upon. Okay, there's a double standard there, right? And the agenda is being pushed because it keeps us fighting, right? It keeps us fighting, it keeps us at conflict, whereas our politicians, our world leaders are doing whatever in the back, right? While we're distracted and while we're arguing with each other about who could wear a skirt, right? And so, but the thing is about Dwayne Johnson. Dwayne Johnson has always seemed a little fruity to me, right? He's always seemed a little fruity to me, right? And I heard just from, like, social standards, I've heard, from other groups of gay men that when a man is muscular like that, it's for male attention. It's for other male attention. Now, I get it. Dwayne Johnson is an athlete. He's a wrestler, whatever the fuck. Yes, yes, yes. Whatever. But when you choose to be that muscular, and one can argue that it's part of his culture as well. But just because it's part of your culture and just because you're an athlete does not mean all could be true at the same time. Is all I'm trying to say. So my question is, okay? My question is, right? Is Dwayne Johnson... Oh, wait. Let me pray. Sorry, I forgot. Okay. So I want to know, Is Dwayne Johnson, is he gay? Is he gay? Is Dwayne Johnson gay? What the fuck? Hold on, sorry. Sorry, y'all. My cards are stuck together. Hold on. Is giving, I'm gonna have to throw these away. Is Dwayne Johnson gay? Is Dwayne the Rock Johnson, is he gay? I know you're lying. I do it. 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 So many. Okay, look. We have we have the 6 of Wands. We have the 8 of Wands. So many dicks. Listen, I do it. I do it. I knew it. And then we have the 7 of Cups in the reverse. I knew it. Yeah. Y'all, he likes the same sex. But you know what? Y'all, I think he cheats. He's married. Right? Yeah, he's married. I think he cheats on his wife. But you know what? I also think she's in on it too. Like, she knows. Like, she knows. Like, she might even get the pegging action going on, y'all. I'm serious. Like, she knows. There's no like deception here at all. I think he's very open actually about his sexuality when it comes to his inner circle. She knows. I knew it. I knew it. See, listen. Sometimes things just don't need to be explained. Okay. Sometimes I don't need no damn card. I forgot what else I was gonna read on. Oh, also, someone mentioned that I was accurate about Beyonce and what she did in her appearance at the Met Gala. I know. See, listen, y'all gonna stop playing with me. Y'all gonna stop playing with me because at one point I was all sorts of fake and because I wasn't saying what you wanted to hear, right? But it's like, I know that I was accurate, and I appreciate you coming back and telling me because I was actually shocked though. Sometimes I get shocked by how accurate I am to a T. Okay. Now, about the skirt, I'm gonna ask about the skirt. Because was it his idea to wear the skirt? Was it Dwayne Johnson's idea to wear the skirt? We have the Sun card in the reverse. Oh wait, I think they're all reversed. Hold on, let me turn these over. I'll read these ones. We had the Sun card and we have the Two of Cups in reverse. No, actually, it wasn't his choice. It may have been his stylist's choice, and he just decided to go with it. To be honest with you, he didn't give a damn about what he wore, y'all. He he wasn't passionate. He wasn't that passionate about the event, to be honest. Is it like boring inside the event or something? Like, I don't know what they do inside there. I think there's like performances and whatnot, but it's like, at least that's what I heard. But I feel like, I don't know. I feel like, does he have like a project coming out soon, or is one coming out like currently? Does he have a new movie or something? Cause it's like, I don't know. He just didn't really care about what he wore to the event. Um, so then why did you mention the skirt? It's giving an agenda was at play, like I mentioned before earlier. But it's like, I don't know. I never been in Dwayne Johnson's energy before, so it was like the first time. Sorry, hold on. The wind keeps like blowing it out. I don't even know. I'm gonna be honest. I forgot what else I needed to read on. I forgot. Leave it up to me to forget, child. Well, I think I'm gonna just go ahead and go into like the governors then, cause I went over the Met Gala looks, and then I read on Dwayne Johnson, and yeah, I think I'm gonna just go into the governors. So I mean, if you're not a California resident, then you could, I guess leave, because now I have to do a reading on the governors and who to like, who would be the best governor for California. Okay, so as of April 14th, these are the candidates. Now, before I get into that, I want to mention that Californians, please vote. Okay, please vote for your governor. Yesterday was the first debate, and what's so crazy is the Met Gala was yesterday, and Lady Gaga had actually posted on her story, which was an anticipated attendee. She did not attend. She said, "I'm tuning into the California governor debate, and you guys should watch it." And people didn't even know. People didn't even know that you're supposed to be voting for your governor. And I was on Reddit, and a lot of people are like, "Oh, I'm a California resident," and I didn't even know that they were holding a debate. Neither did I. Neither did I. But I saw the campaigns and shit on TV. Like whenever there's an ad and whatnot, I see them, and so I know who's running. And also, I did some research on my own, right? And so yeah, so Californians, please vote. So for on May 4th marks the beginning of mail ballots. Do not mail in your ballots, okay? I said that in the beginning. Do not mail in your ballots, okay? Because they're gearing up. They're fucking packages and shit up. They're fucking up the postage because midterms are coming up, okay? Do not mail in your ballots. You need to go in person. And early in-person voting opens on May 23rd, okay? Last day to vote is June 2nd. And also the last day to vote, the last day to be registered is June 2nd as well. To be registered to vote in general. In person ends at 8 p.m. And mail has to be postmarked by 11 p.m. basically, which is before the next day. Yeah, and then I mentioned I recommend you go in person. I stated in the JD Vance live stream that they are sabotaging the post. Um, so here are the candidates, okay, for who's trying to run for governor, as well as, you know, they're a little bit of their background, okay? Um, Chad Binaco, which is a Republican, and he's a Trump supporter, and he's a former officer, and he uses his 30 years of law enforcement as an excuse as to why he's a good candidate, okay? Steve Hilton, he's also a Republican. He's a conservative commentator on Fox. Donald Trump endorsed him, calling him a truly fine man. Katie Porter, who is a Democrat, she's a former Congress member, um, and she's fiery. Okay, she's a she's a force force to be reckoned with. She faced criticism for being rude. She faced criticism for being rude to staff, and if she wins, she would be the first ever female governor of California. Tom Steyer, who's also a Democrat, he's a billionaire hedge fund manager who turned into liberal activism. He invested in private prisons in the past. Okay, and as of now, they are used as detention centers for U.S. immigrants and in customer enforcement. In customs enforcement, I don't even know. Sorry. Y'all, I can't even read my writing. Barely, barely, barely. I was writing it so fast. Okay, Matt Mahan, Democrat, was previously San Jose mayor and city council member. He made shelter beds available to the homeless, kept crime rates low, started SJ Bridge, which is a program that paid unhoused individuals to clean city streets, removing over 350,000 pounds of trash in 1 year. Impressive, 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 impressive. Betty Yee, Democrat, was the state's financial advisor. Let me say that again, because I'm actually chopped this up and I'm gonna post it as an upload. Okay. Betty Yee, who is also a Democrat, was the state's financial officer. That's about it that I wrote for her. Okay. Okay, Betty. Xavier Becerra. I actually see his ads too. I see Tom Steyer's ads, and I see Matt Mahan's ads. Xavier Becerra, Democrat, oversaw a response to the pandemic. California's Attorney General, over 2 decades of Congress member experience. Antonio Villagerosa. I'm so sorry. These names is fucking me up. I'm so sorry. Democrat, okay? Democrat. Los Angeles mayor in 2014. Tony Thurgood, Democrat. Only has his hand in education, was the state legislator, and campaigned to oppose a policy that required school staff to notify parents if the child changes their pronouns or gender identity. Okay, let me tell you something. Betty Yee, most of these people lack the experience that it takes to run a state, that's so big. And you just being a financial officer for the state, whoop-de-doo. Financial officer is not the same as governor. You being just the mayor in Los Angeles, which is a small part, it's a big city with a large population, but it's a small part of California. In 2014, mind you, that was like 12 years ago. Are you okay? That's 12 years ago. And according to my research, I've done this research like last week. According to my research, there's nothing else that you've done in between there. I'm sorry, but there's nothing else that you've done in between there. And I'm talking about Thurgood, Tony Thurgood. And then with this whole campaign to oppose a policy that requires school staff to notify parents if the child changes their pronouns or gender, it was giving, I'm trying to fill a seat. Is that really all you did? Or all you tried to do? It's giving, I'm trying to fill a seat. Whatever. Whatever. Odd. Just odd. Xavier Becerra. Oh, I put a check mark next to his name, so he's one of the final candidates. Okay. Betty Yee. I'm sorry, girl. And as much as I want a female governor, you don't qualify. You were just only the state's financial officer. That's it. Girl, I'm sorry, but next. Tom Steyer. Now, he's a billionaire, right? He's a billionaire, and he funded private prisons. That's part of how he earned most of his fortune, was private prisons, and his prisons are currently being used as detention centers for U.S. government. I mean, for U.S. immigrants. I don't trust that nigga. Let's move along. Hold on. The rest of these, which is Steve Hilton, I don't trust no conservative. I don't trust no damn person that was endorsed by Donald Trump. I don't trust. I don't. No. I don't trust a Trump supporter either. So I crossed them niggas out. Okay. Katie, a check mark is next to her name, so that means she's one of the final candidates. Tom Steyer, hell no. I don't trust that nigga either. Matt Mahan. Betty, it's a no for me. Antonio, it's a no for me. Tony, it's a no for me. Yeah. So Betty, Antonio, and Tony lack the experience. They haven't done anything aside from their prominent position all the way up until now. They haven't done anything. And so what it all boils down to, who I believe are the best candidates are Matt Mahan, Katie Porter, and Xavier Becerra. Now, yesterday I pulled some cards on what the energy would be like if either of them had one governor, and what they could contribute to the state, right? It all boils down to Californians want the cost of living to go down. None of these people, y'all, and I'm gonna be honest with you, the energy is giving none of these people, it's out of their control for the most part. When it comes to Matt, I saw that the energy is, and the reason why I saw that the energy with Matt is the things that he's trying to do when it comes to California is not gonna make us pay less taxes. It's not. Actually, taxes are going to stay the same. I didn't see them increasing and I didn't see them decreasing. They're going to stay the same. But is he going to start, programs and shit, that costs tax dollars? Absolutely. And they could help, but it's like Californians just want the cost of living to go down. And none of these people, judging based on the cards that I pulled yesterday, none of these people can do that for us, right? So it kind of damned if you do vote and damned if you don't, right? When it comes to Katie, she seems a little antic-ish. She seems a little trying to go for a viral moment. However, when I pulled her energy, I saw that she wanted to get into the position for ego purposes. Do I see her trying to attend to the state? Yes, but it's more so, I told you, I told you, I occupied this seat. It's kind of like an ego thing with her. When it comes to Xavier Becerra, He has Californian and a lot of Congress experience, which is good. And Mackie and so does Katie. She has a lot of Congress experience. She has a lot of Congress experience, which is good. And when it comes to Matt Mahan, he was the mayor, and I did research on what he did in the for mayor as San Jose, and he kept his promises. He kept his promises, and also, he got rid of, a lot of trash. He got rid of 300K gallons of trash in a year, which is good. Um, so Matt Mahan is actively working. He's actively working, and he keeps his promises as mayor, right? For the most part, he kept his promises as mayor, and so for him, I think he's a good candidate. I think he's a good candidate. However, like I said before, the cost of living, I don't see the cost of living going down, y'all, when it comes to the state. I don't. They can't do anything about that. And maybe I'm just ignorant, and I never paid attention in history. I hated history. I'm gonna just be honest with you. And so maybe that's like common knowledge. A governor can't really, fix something like that. I don't know, but that's just what I see, right? It's still going to be a receipt because, yeah, the cost of living is not going down because they can't do it. And when it comes to Xavier, he just only has the interest in his own people. If you're not Hispanic, you can forget about Xavier doing anything for you, okay? And I don't know about you, but I wouldn't want someone who doesn't have my interest at heart and my interest at heart as well. Um, the majority of Californian population consists of Hispanics, right? But I would also argue to say that California is also kind of like a melting pot as well. But mostly there's mostly Hispanic people. I would say probably about 45% of California makes up the Hispanic population. And then the rest, kind of follows behind suit. Then I'd say white people. Then I'd say black people, and then Asian people come last, right? And so when it comes to Xavier, it's a no for me, right? Because I saw that his intentions were to help only his race of people. And that does a disservice to me as a black person who is not Hispanic or who doesn't identify as Hispanic to vote for this man, and he's not. And he doesn't necessarily care about me as a citizen, right? And so, honestly, the best candidates to go with is either Katie or Matt. Me personally, I'm a vote Matt. Okay, I'm a vote Matt. I want to vote Katie, right? Because she's a female, but her energy was giving. This is an ego boost. And also with all of these, let's not be fooled here. When it comes to Matt and when it comes to Katie, it's all about climbing the ladder. I promise you, once their term is ending, they're gonna try. They're gonna try to keep climbing the ladder, y'all. Everybody's goal here is to progress for as far as they could go when it comes to the hierarchy and when it comes to, I don't know, even running for Congress member or even running for president, etc., etc. It's like they're trying to climb the ladder regardless. And it's all about choosing the lesser evils. And when it comes to Matt, I never seen Katie's face, but I think I'm gonna edit her face once I create the upload. I'm gonna edit her face. I never seen her face, but I've seen Matt's face. And I don't know, maybe I'm just silly, y'all. But does anybody feel like if someone, I always say this, right? This is something that I always say. But if a man is losing his hair too early, that motherfucker is evil, right? Matt has all his hair. He doesn't look old. He has black and white, salt and pepper shit going on. He does. But for the most part, I would say he looks about mid-30s, and he might be older, right? It's like he doesn't seem like a bad guy, right? I pulled his energy. He doesn't seem like a bad guy. He has his motives, he has his tendencies, and he has his goals, his own separate goals in mind. But I think he actually wants to help. With Katie, she seems very antic-ish, very antic, extra, just a little extra to my liking. Um, and my life is not a game. It's not a game, Katie. It's not a game. It's not something that you could just have a viral moment over. It's not something that you could just, it's not, my life is not an opportunity for you to just stick it to the man. It's not. And so I'm kind of iffy about Katie. Um, But I mean, whoever y'all want to vote for. I mean, Matt has my vote. Yeah. But the rest of y'all, it's a no for me. It's a no for me. No. I don't trust no Trump supporter. I don't trust no person who's endorsed by Trump. I don't trust none of that. No, no, no. Let me see. I'm gonna just pull like a card or two on California, and we'll see. Is the cost of living of California gonna go down? Is the cost of living in California going to go down? Well, y'all, the cards are saying it's gonna go up before it goes down. And let me show you something. You see this? This wand is going at a slant, right? And then this car is going up a hill. And then this could be like a pyramid of sorts. So it's like it goes up before it goes down. Let me say something. If cost, oh shit, my bad. Say hi, Broom. If cost of living goes up, y'all, it's gonna either stay that way or it's gonna go down. I do see it going up before it goes down or stays the same. I see it going up just a little bit more. Just a little bit more. And that's like the price of food and like utilities and rents and transportation even. Yeah. It's because of inflation, y'all. It's because of inflation. I think I'm done, low-key. I think I'm done. Thanks for tuning in, okay, y'all? And I'll see you guys next time, later. I don't know. We'll see. All right. Bye.